Hello everybody, we got episode 18 here, the Citadel, and we are going to go over the two challenges, the Heroic Challenge and the Iron Challenge. Now this episode is fairly long, guys, it's about 15 minutes, and this challenge, for whatever reason, took a lot longer than the other previous challenges, and I feel like I really didn't play them too much differently. So what's really going on here? As you can see, I've only got one Ranger Tower, and I put him in the middle because he has the highest range, and everything else is pretty much just magic for now. These guys are all pretty much weak versus magic, so as far as the first round goes, you just gotta get a lot of mage towers. And then, once you get to the other towers, the other rounds, you probably want to go a little bit of a mixture between arrows and magic. But for now, magic is extremely good and helpful. As far as the Rain of Fire goes, again guys, I think the Rain of Fire is probably one of the most important aspects of your strategy, knowing when and how to use your Rain of Fires. And I think the best way to do it is usually just go for the strongest guys, and the biggest group of strong guys in general. Now these gargoyles are getting pretty darn far, so you gotta make sure you're gonna start killing them pretty fast. I do end up building a couple archer towers in the back here and barely kill that last gargoyle. There's nothing really you can do about that besides just getting maybe another archer tower on the left side there just a little bit earlier. I did send out the waves reasonably fast and early, so if you want to wait another 3 or 4 seconds just to be safe against that gargoyle, that's probably your best bet. Now again, of course, I just thin out the herd with my meteor showers. You don't want to use the meteor showers at the very end of the map. It's probably the worst thing to do. You want to use them. You want to start using them pretty much as early as possible to try and, first of all, get extra gold for your towers. That means you'll not only have extra gold to use on the towers to give you more killing power earlier, and it also thins out the herd so you don't have to use your towers quite as much. So it just works out perfect. It's like a double positive to use your Rain of Fire early on, guys. You don't want to wait too late and just have your Rain of Fire be used as the end, used at the very end of the map, because first of all, one random guy can get through and you're going to have to waste your Rain of Fire on him, and you're going to have to wait and not get as much gold early on. So now the next wave, I do wait pretty much the entire time here. I know, you should probably upgrade it or try and send them out a little bit earlier, but I just want to be careful. So now these big giant guys here, I don't remember the name of them currently, but they're weak against magic, but they're also good. They're also weak against barracks. So you probably want to use like a medium to high level strength barracks tower. That's probably your best bet. And just use your reinforcements on them as much as possible. So as you can see, I'm actually up, I'm kind of like, SpaghettiOs, these guys are getting pretty darn far. So I actually upgraded my barracks at least once, and then I got my magic and my archers, and I got these 3 guys in the back that'll help kill them if I need to. So as far as these big guys go, yeah, I'm having a bit of a problem killing them, but overall I will be able to take them out just because I do have those 3 guys sitting in the back there along with my barracks. And this is probably the hardest part of the Heroic Challenge right now, is just beating those big guys. Those big guys come early, and you really don't have that much to kill them with, and they come with a bunch of other random guys as well. So kind of an issue there. As far as these brigands and stuff, you can take them out pretty easily. All your towers should do enough damage versus them. And just keep upgrading your magic. I think magic is probably the most important thing to upgrade. If you have at least one ranger tower, you should be good. And then these wolves come, and they're wargs, which means, you know, your magic is not as strong versus them. So that's really the only problem with my strategy, is that you really can't deal with them too easily with your magic, but you can actually stall them pretty easily with your reinforcements and your few barracks that you have up there, and the 3 guys in the back. The 3 guys in the back are pretty much your game saver. They save you so much, it's unbelievable. You wouldn't even think that they save you that much, but they really do. They're really strong. I believe they heal themselves, and they kind of just walk back into the same spot and just block any guys that might actually end up getting through. So now we got a bunch of these Dark Knight guys, and those Dark Knight guys are kind of hard to kill. I mean, even with almost four fully upgraded Arcane Wizards, these guys are actually getting pretty far. So you gotta be a little bit careful with those guys. I went like full magic, guys, and I'm still having problems beating them. And then I'm just like, okay guys, let's get some extra gold here. Let's just rape like 6 to 8 of them with one Rain of Fire and damage a few of the other ones that have to walk through the fire. And we should be able to kill everybody pretty easily. So now that I have at least 3 Arcane Wizards, I think it's time to probably start getting some Ranger Towers here. Probably. I mean, it's up to you guys, but you can go with Arcane Wizards, or just get Ranger Towers, or even upgrade your Ranger Tower in the middle to Wrath of the Forest. I think Wrath of the Forest is a pretty important upgrade for this guy, because it affects so much of the map. He's like right in the middle of where everybody walks through. So Wrath of the Forest right there actually helps out a bunch. It's much better than Barracks in my opinion. Barracks stall guys, but the Wrath of the Forest stalls guys just as easily, and you don't have to worry about anybody ever dying. So, you know, if a big group of guys ever comes, everybody will get Wrath of the Forest. Wrath of the Forest-id, I guess. So, now, a bunch of big guys coming. So, big guys is usually, I mean, like I said, like, earlier in the game, it was more of a problem, but now, by the time you get to this point, you got Wrath of the Forest, you got 4 Arcane Wizards, you should be able to take these guys out pretty easily. The only problem is when you got these guys tanking damage, then you have a bunch of other guys that run right through. So I think it's important, like I said, to get a Wrath of the Forest. If you notice how much my Wrath of the Forest is actually doing versus these guys, it's stalling a lot of people very, very easily, causing me to be able to do a lot of damage to them. And what you guys probably don't know is Wrath of the Forest actually does damage to guys as well. So I think Rain of Fire is probably extremely important again. You guys want to wait it out. Don't use it on the big guys. Use it on these Dark Knights. Because the Dark Knights are extremely strong. They can tank damage very easily, and there's lots of them. So whenever there's lots of guys that tank damage all together, all with a bunch of guys coming out, you gotta kill something. So I think that's when you gotta start using the Rain of Fires. And by now you can see them starting to get overrun here, but it's not a ridiculous getting overrun, it's just like I'm starting to get overrun, and I'll be able to take them out if I use a couple reinforcements and just upgrade my Archer Towers. So now that I have 4 Arcane Wizards, I just said, okay, it's time to start getting some Ranger Towers. So I actually got 4 Ranger Towers in the back, along with my first Ranger Tower in the middle and the front, that kills pretty much, or it stalls pretty much all those guys and lets my Arcane Wizards do the damage. Now you might be saying, you know, why don't you use some artillery or something like that on the bottom 2 spots there. If you guys notice the bottom 2 spots I left completely open, you can use some artillery there or something like that. You could, I guess, but I'm not a huge fan of artillery when they're not that strong. So we are victorious for this challenge, so let's move on to the next one. We've got our nice little star, and let's go and work on the Iron Challenge. Oh my goodness. So we start off with 2 Mage Towers here, and the only thing you can build is Barracks Towers. So I suck with Barracks Towers, guys. I don't know why. I just do. I'm terrible with them. So what I did was I just did what I normally do, and I got a Holy Order, or I was saving up for a Holy Order pretty much as soon as possible. But I got 2 of my barracks upgraded at least twice. So 2 decently upgraded Barracks Towers, and we got those 2 mages, so we should be able to kill all these stupid little goblins pretty easily. The Mage Tower is very, very, very important. Don't forget that you can upgrade your Mage Tower even though you can't build any Mage Towers. So make sure you upgrade them, guys. As far as the barracks in the back go, I recommend just, for now, leaving the barracks extremely unupgraded. Those are just your last-ditch effort of stallage. So, if you need to, start building some barracks back there, but don't build like a bajillion in the back and just hope for the best that they're going to kill everybody. No. You want to stall them in the front as much as possible and have your magic be able to kill them while you guys are stalling them. So, the first thing I do is actually I recommend getting actually Arcane Wizards. If that makes sense. Just start upgrading your Magic Towers. That's your attack tower. You can stall the guys with a couple reasonably upgraded barracks, but you want to start killing them as fast as possible. And Holy Order, even though their guys are really strong, they really don't kill the guys that fast. I mean, yeah, goblins and stuff, we can kill those. Orcs, yeah, okay. But then, once you get to the guys who are reasonably resistant versus any sort of attacks, you're going to get screwed over. So you really need to have some strong magic guys. And if you notice, brigands are already coming. So you're going to need some strong magic versus these brigands. Now this level is extremely long, guys. So this one was, you know, the first level only took us about 5 minutes to beat, and this one's going to take us about 10 full minutes to beat. Kind of ridiculous if you ask me. I don't know why they made this round so long compared to the other ones. Maybe they're all going to start getting long, but I kind of hope not. I hope these challenges are not as long as 15 minutes to actually beat these guys. But if they are, you guys are in for something good, because you're going to see a bunch of really long videos, I guess. So more brigands coming. They're just starting to try to overrun me, and they won't, because I'm going to start getting some more barracks here. As you can see, I'm going with mostly low-level barracks in the back here, and I will start getting some higher-level barracks like Holy Orders and stuff pretty soon in the front. But for now, I think just stalling guys as much as possible with little tiny weak guys is probably the best bet. So I did actually get quite a few weak guys, and I want to kill these shamans. Oh my goodness, shamans. So that's the problem here, guys. You gotta keep the shamans busy. Shamans suck my balls, okay? They're gonna heal all these little goblins, and then you're not gonna be able to kill anybody with these stupid shamans running around. So you want to kill them as fast as possible, but that's hard to do because you can't really aim them. If you could aim them, I'd be like, sure, why not? Just kill them right away. Aim the shaman, and done. Even meteor showers, you can't really aim them too easily because they kind of run around in different paths, and that kind of causes problems. So what I actually recommend doing is kind of, whenever you see a shaman, use your strongest barracks and have them go and attack that shaman. So just send the rally point right where the shamans are at. And you want to kind of stall them as much as possible, so just with your crappy little barracks is in the front, just keep stalling them with those guys. That'll help out a bunch. Now, that being the case, you gotta make sure you're killing them as well. If they're just healing each other and you're stalling them, and then all of a sudden you have a bunch of shamans left over and stronger guys keep coming out, it's probably not too good of a thing. So as you can see, I got a bunch of shamans all built up back here, but I got a bunch of barracks as well. All my barracks' rally points are kind of all in the back here, so as you can see, these guys are starting to overrun me. So I saved my Rain of Fire, so that's probably the good news here. I have a Rain of Fire. I'm going to build all my guys all up into one spot in the back here, and Rain of Fire everybody. So I Rain of Fire everybody, Rain of Fired everybody, and everybody pretty much died. But now look at this, guys. We have a bunch of big, tall guys all running around here, and I really don't have too much to kill them with. Your mage towers are not going to be able to kill them very easily. So what you're going to have to do is stall them like crazy. So that being the case, like I said, these guys, thank goodness, these guys are not that good at killing people, so you can stall them for a fairly long time. At about this point, I do recommend trying to get some more holy orders or some more teleports. So teleports are kind of expensive to get, but if you could teleport guys back and just keep teleporting guys and just being able to keep killing them with your magic, that would be extremely helpful. But at the same time, you got to think about, you're just going to send them back, and then you're still going to have no really strong attacks versus anybody, and you're just gonna, your magic tower is just going to get overrun eventually. You're just going to keep moving everybody back, but nothing's going to die. And eventually, you get to the point where your teleport does not save your life. Even though teleports are extremely awesome, it seems like they always save your life, they will not if there's way too many guys for them to kill. So what I do actually recommend doing is, at this point, you probably want to start upgrading your holy orders. Either get a bunch of holy orders or start getting some sort of holy strike. Holy strikes do damage. So that's the difference here, guys. You can do some damage with these holy strikes, and instead of relying all on your magic, you can start getting some upgrades for that, and it'll help kill some of these guys that are getting through. But as you can plainly see, we are, for whatever reason, getting overrun like crazy, and you got a bunch of these Dark Knights coming. Oh my goodness, Dark Knights. I hate these guys. They're going to be extremely hard to kill, especially because we have a bunch of guys already built up all the way in the back here, and there's a bunch of them coming out all at once. Now, you could try and Rain of Fire some of these guys in the front, if they get bunched up enough, but I figured I'd wait just a few seconds here until I get another big group of them coming out. And then we can, if we Rain of Fire them, we can actually get some more upgrades. So as you can see, these guys are all running right through my defense. Oh my goodness. So I'm starting to think, what should I do? I don't even know anymore right now. Should I get some more Holy Strikes? Should I get some more Holy Orders? Should I upgrade my Arcane Wizards to Teleport? I'm thinking that I should probably get Teleport, but at the same time, these guys are getting so far that they're not even in the range of my Wizard anymore, and I really need to get some more Barracks Towers up. And we got more super strong guys coming all at once. Holy bejesus. What am I going to do? So I at least Rain of Fire some of those big guys, but if you notice in the back there's a bunch of these guys, Dark Knights, that are getting through. So I'm like, oh my goodness, I run those guys all the way back, and thank goodness I was able to stall that one guy just barely. So I'm cutting this really close, guys. I'm just keep making more and more reinforcements to go attack those guys in the back, and with any extra gold that I am getting, I just upgrade my Holy Order that is stalling those guys in the back. So this is ridiculously close, guys. It's getting so freaking intense. What the heck do I do? I don't even know. So I just start upgrading all my Holy Orders, send them all the way to the back to hopefully kill these Dark Knights. Obviously, the Dark Knights are extremely hard to kill with barracks, so we're cutting this super close, and everything's getting really... Oh my goodness. Are we going to survive? So I actually get my healing up. So I start healing these guys, and that'll keep me from dying too fast against these Dark Knights. But like I said, we got so many guys trying to kill these Dark Knights all at once, it's getting plain ridiculous on if we're going to survive or not. But if you can see, if we do beat these guys, we're going to win the game. So all we got to do is beat these couple Dark Knights back there. So keep upgrading those guys. We've also got this one guy in the front on the bottom there, but he's just like no big deal whatsoever. We'll kill him eventually. And if you notice, like I said, look how much he's stalling those guys. Like, these are just random little barracks guys that aren't even strong that we're killing. And we eventually kill those Dark Knights in the back, and we will eventually kill this guy as well. So that's really all I got for today's episode. If you guys enjoyed, please hit that like button. That'd be much appreciated. I know it's just kind of annoying and just not really too interesting to watch me kill these guys really, really slowly. But, you know, we got to do it eventually. There's no real fast forward on this game. I kind of wish there was a fast forward, but there isn't. So like I said, guys, thank you for watching, and there will be more episodes soon, so have a good one.